All right, let's talk about something that affects so many of us, hair loss. We're going to get to the root of the problem today. Forget all the marketing myths, we're diving straight into the real science based on the work of Dr. Z to figure out what's really happening.
Okay, so let's just kick things off with a question I'm sure you've asked yourself. You see them on every shelf, right? Shampoos and conditioners packed with vitamins and collagen, promising a miracle in a bottle. But can they really stop your hair from falling out?
Well, the short answer? Nope, not really. And this right here shows you exactly why. When you put nutrients on your scalp, that's called topical application, your skin just can't absorb much of it. It's pretty ineffective. The real magic, the thing that actually works, is when you take those nutrients in, orally. You gotta nourish your hair from the inside out. So yeah, the answer isn't in the bottle, it's on your plate. And that leads us perfectly to the first huge cause of hair loss, a simple lack of nutrition. It's got almost nothing to do with what you put on your hair and everything to do with what you're putting in your body. So, what is your hair actually starving for? Well, it really comes down to this core group of nutrients you see here. We're talking vitamin C, those crucial trace minerals like iron and zinc, very specific types of collagen, silica from plants, and of course, B vitamins. Let's break down why each one of these is so important.
First on the list, vitamin C. Think of your hair like a brick wall. The collagen and keratin are the bricks, right? Well, vitamin C is the mortar that holds all of those bricks together, making the whole structure strong. It helps build the hair, it strengthens the bonds, and it even acts like a little bodyguard, protecting your hair from damage. It's absolutely essential.
Next, we've got the unsung heroes, trace minerals, things like zinc, iron, and copper. Your body only needs tiny amounts, but their job is massive. They're basically the factory workers that build the proteins your hair is made of. But here's the catch that Dr. Z points out. Our modern soil is often really depleted of these minerals, so even if you think you're eating healthy, you might be missing out on these guys. And speaking of building blocks, let's go back to collagen. Now this is super important. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. For healthy hair, you specifically need type 1 and type 3 collagen. These are the exact types your body uses to maintain the hair you have and, crucially, to help with regrowth. It's a key detail.
Okay, now for silica. And we're talking about plant-based silica. This stuff is a powerhouse. First, it boosts blood flow right to your scalp. Think of it like opening up a superhighway for all the other nutrients to get where they need to go. It also helps make more collagen and directly strengthens each strand of hair, making it tougher and shinier. And the best source for this? An amazing plant called horsetail.
Now, everyone knows B vitamins, especially biotin, are famous for hair health. But Dr. Z makes a really crucial point here, especially for vegetarians and vegans. You gotta pay close attention to vitamin B12. Why? Because it's pretty much only found in animal products. So if you're not eating meat or dairy, you almost certainly need to supplement with vitamin B12.
So what's an easy, powerful way to get all those B vitamins you need? Well, Dr. Z has a very clear favorite. He says, quote, "Nutritional yeast is excellent. I highly recommend it. It's cheap, it's easy to find, and it's packed with the entire B vitamin complex. A total game changer for your hair health."
But what if you're eating a perfect diet, you're taking all the supplements, and you're still losing hair? Well, that brings us to the second major cause, and this one has nothing to do with nutrition. We've got to talk about hormones, specifically a powerful little molecule called DHT. So what in the world is DHT? Think of it like this. It's testosterone's superpowered, much more aggressive cousin. It's a byproduct of testosterone, and when you have too much of it, it becomes the #1 cause of male pattern baldness. It literally attacks your hair follicles, shrinking them over time until they just stop growing hair. It's the key culprit in hormonal hair loss.
And this whole process follows a very specific chain of events. It all starts with your normal testosterone. Then this enzyme called 5-alpha reductase shows up. Its only job is to convert that regular testosterone into the super potent DHT. And once that DHT is created, that's when it starts attacking the hair follicles, and that's when hair loss happens.
Okay, we've identified the two main villains, nutritional gaps and this hormonal issue with DHT. So what do we do about it? Now for the good part. Let's get into the action plan, the real treatments you can use to fight this from the inside. Think of this right here as your personal toolkit, a simple cheat sheet. It connects each problem directly with a natural solution. Not enough vitamin C? Load up on those leafy greens. Low on B vitamins? Nutritional yeast, meat, and eggs are your go-to. Worried about high DHT? We're going to talk about nettle root. And for silica, a horsetail supplement is the way to go. See?
a simple, clear roadmap. So when it comes to fighting that hormonal hair loss, what's the smartest strategy? Well, you don't go after DHT itself. No, you go after the factory that makes it. The goal is to block that 5-alpha reductase enzyme and stop DHT from ever being created in the first place. Cut off the supply line. And what's the best natural tool for that job? According to Dr. Z, it's nettle root. This plant is a natural inhibitor of that pesky enzyme, which means it helps lower your DHT levels. But look at all the other benefits. It helps balance hormones in general, it's amazing for prostate health in men, and it can even help with things like acne in women. It's just an all-around fantastic herb.
So after going through all this, what's the big takeaway here? What should you actually do now? It's all about making a fundamental shift. You have to stop focusing on the symptom you see on your head and start fixing the source that's deep inside your body.
And really, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. You've heard it before, but it's the absolute truth when it comes to hair. To solve the problem on the outside, you have to fix the problem on the inside first. That's the core principle.
We've laid out the science. We've identified the root causes. We've talked about the natural solutions. The power to change things is literally in your hands. So the final question really isn't for me. It's for you. Now that you know what's really going on, what's your next step going to be?